Good morning, everyone. My name is Carmen, and today I will present you my music paper titled Children, Emotions, Music, and Loneliness Putting Things in Order. First of all, I will do an introduction of my paper, then the objectives, methodology, and finishing the discussion conclusion of this paper. Starting, I want to give relevant aspects of concept of the title. First of all, music appears to be part of human nature as evidenced by the observation that every known culture has music. Loneliness is a social problem that has been typically associated with the subjective perception of a deficit in interpersonal relationships. It has been found that in Europe, the prevalence of loneliness is higher in the Mediterranean than in the northern countries, maybe because of the material and cultural differences between them. Based on the previous studies, there is an emerging evidence that musical leisure activities or music based interventions performed outside a formal music therapy context can have many potential benefits for cognitive, moral, emotional, and social function. So, in this paper, the questions that I have asked are these four questions. Does music transmit emotions? What are the benefits of music? Are the effects for all ages, or how does it affect children in a special way? And finally, how does music help children to reduce current problems such as loneliness? And all these questions, I wanted to solve it through the review of the literature. And I want to find an answer with reviewing all this literature. So, the objectives of this research are especially fixing on children, but I also have found a general aspects about teenagers, adults, elder people, music, and the benefits that has music to fight to this loneliness. Uh, and are these four: emotional, cognitive, social, and physical. But in this paper, mostly we will center in children loneliness. The methodology to start investigating about this topic, the first I did is go to Google Scholar and put my four keywords that were music, emotions, children's, and loneliness. So I put these four words, and there were plenty of articles. Some they talk about music, some they talk about loneliness, some they talk about children. I saw that there were a lot, but I didn't like it so much. So I decided to go more to a more concrete database that in this case is Scopus and put the same information: music, emotion, children, benefits, and loneliness. So the answer that I had were 503 articles. So I thought I cannot read these 503 articles. So I will put some criteria to classify these articles. So I put the criteria of open access, that they were open to me, that they were in English, the year of publication from 2019 until now, and that they were only articles, not chapters, no other type of investigations. And I obtained nine. So I centered in these nine articles, and I found a lot of information. These nine articles, I have done some graphics so to represent the articles. Three are of United States, two are from here Spain. These are the classifications by country. Then we have the classification by subject areas. Some are psychology, arts and humanity in the branch that they are investigated. And the last one is the title of my articles. So after reading these nine articles and so more for the introduction, for introduce myself, I can conclude that in loneliness there are not so much investigation in relation to music, children's, and emotions. So there is a topic that there is still a lot of time of investigation to connect these four ideas because now if you read my paper, you will see that the COVID-19 is one of the causes of loneliness in kids. So how with music we can prevent this emotion, because the consequences of COVID-19 are a disaster in this area. But I have conclude of the revision of these 9 articles that physically, as if you remember in the previous graphic that I put, they were for benefits. And the first one, physically, there are no results, because if you put music in a patient that is alone in a hospital, the evolution of the operation won't be quicker if you put music. So, but nevertheless, children with autism, cochlear implants, or cystic fibrosis, they can. There is a rapid evolution, such as Ramirez, Melendez, Good, and Montero Ruiz has investigated, not in the recuperation, but just in the ability of learning and adapting to their new lives. In a social level, it can be seen to favor interrelationship, such as Jenkins has investigated, and social interaction between children with and without difficulties, as Elense and Camarata has investigated. We can see that children with problems, that they are feeling alone, and maybe with music can be a path or a way to have to open this window to be more close to friends, or to have more social interaction with others. Finally, cognitively, there are also research that the application of coordinated music and movement participation in children with low socioeconomic areas bring different positive cognitive effects, such as the development of the executive function and self-regulation. And finally, we can see that everything ends up having an impact on emotions and on general well-being. So not only if you feel alone, if you feel sad, if you feel happy, music always will have an important paper of regulating and for canalize all these emotions listening to music. But in this topic more concrete of loneliness, there is still more investigation to be more accurate and have more accurate data for present to others. So, thank you very much for your attention. I hope you enjoy and you find interesting this paper. Thank you very much.